have in common. So 264, you always start with 1 times 264, and then we go through the same thing. So we do 264 divided by 2. So we have 2 times 132. We have 264 divided by 3. 88. Now we still need to try all the numbers between 3 and 88. So that's why we go to 20. And that gives us a good feel for it. 4. These are all factors. 5 gives us a decimal. 6. 7 gives us a decimal. 8. Now we try the numbers between 8 and 33. 9, that gives us a decimal. 10 is going to give us a decimal. Let's see, 11. And as you can see, the numbers are getting smaller and smaller now. All we have to do is try the numbers between 11 and 24. So let's keep going. So now we have 12 times 22. So now we try numbers between 12 and 22. 13. 14. 264 divided by 15. 264 divided by 16. 264 divided by 17. 264 divided by 18. 264 divided by 19. 264 divided by 20. So we tried all the numbers. We tried 13 all the way through 20. The only other number that we didn't try was 21. So 264 divided by 21. And that's also decimal. So that means that our factors are starting to go in a cycle here. We're looking for the biggest number that's the same between 440 and 264. So let's just go down the list. Do I see 440 over here? No. Do I see 220 over here? No. Do I see 110 over here as a factor? No. Do I see a factor of 88? Yes, I do. I see 88 here, and I see 88 here. So to find the greatest common factor, you're always going to start on the right side, looking at the bigger numbers. We're going to take this GCF, and we're going to divide it by the numerator and the denominator in order to reduce this fraction. I said using GCF, I'm going to say by dividing by the greatest common factor. So we're going to take the negative 440 and then 264, and we're going to divide it by the GCF, which we found out was 88, the greatest common factor. We have a negative divided by positive, which means our answer is going to be negative. So get the calculator and do 440 divided by 88. And that's equal to 5. And do 264 divided by 88. And that's 3. So this is your reduced improper fraction. We're going to take this reduced improper fraction and we're going to change it into a mixed number. So your answer for A is negative 440 over 264 is the correct answer. B, negative 5/3 is also the correct answer. It's a reduced version of negative 440 over 264. C, we're now going to make a mixed number. In order to make a mixed number, we need a big number in the front and we need 2 smaller numbers in the back. And just know that this number 3, the denominator always stays the same. So denominator stays the same. Now I need to know if I have 5 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many groups of 3 can I take from these 5 circles? The answer is also going to be negative since you have to stay in the same sign. I can circle 1 group of 3, and I will have 2 left over. So the front number is how many groups was I able to circle, which was 1. So negative 1 2/3 is the mixed number to negative 5 over 3. In order to check it, you just multiply these two numbers. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 2 more is 5. So that's how we know that this is correct. We just checked it. In order to go to a decimal, we can take negative 440 over 264, negative 5 over 3, and they both will give us the same decimal because these fractions are equivalent. So I'm going to take my calculator and I'm going to do, and the answer is going to be negative, by the way. Make sure you keep that negative. I'm going to do 440, I'm going to put a negative sign in front, divided by 264. My decimal is negative 1.67. We're going to round to the 100th place. So that means 2 numbers. The third number determines. The 6 makes this 6 go to a 7. So it's negative 1.67. Now I'm going to take negative 5 divided by 3. And we're going to come up with the same exact decimal because we have the same equivalent fraction. Negative 5 divided by 3 is negative 1.67. So you can take the original equation or the reduced. You're still going to get a decimal of negative 1.67. And by the way, this number is called a rational number because it repeats. Your decimal repeats. So E, this is your answer is a rational number. F, in order to write this number in scientific notation, scientific notation just says I need 1 number in front of the decimal. And you always multiply it by some exponent of 10, which in this case will be 10 to the 0 power, because I didn't have to alter this number at all. It's already in scientific notation format.